Mr. Prasad, almost 900 schools in Fiji are run by school management committees. Of course, government owns about 13 or so of them. All these committees, they have come together and they made a request in relation to the increase in free education grant. They're saying it's based on the dilapidated infrastructure that they have to look after, and with limited resources on how they work with different things. Are you giving due consideration to the increase in free education?
We will be making some very positive announcements about the role of the school management. In fact, we want to fund the School Management Association. We also want to provide grants to the head teachers and the principals association. We want to strengthen these professional bodies. We want to strengthen management committees so that there is a bigger partnership, and there will be some other announcements that we will make in the budget.
Also the flexibility, we had the Minister for Education on the show last night on Straight Talk, and questions were raised again from the management committees to allow the government to ensure the parents at least can pay a certain levy in terms of helping in, for example, building levy, etc., to ensure that the parents also play the role that the government does not have to provide all the funding for everything in school. And the other issue was about giving flexibility to have fundraising activities for those parents who want to participate. What are your thoughts on that?
We will be making some announcements in that area, and there will be some positive announcements. And as I said, we want to strengthen that partnership. And as you said, 99% of the schools in this country are owned by school committees, religious organizations, school managements. That partnership was completely destroyed by the previous government. And that is part of the reason why we have such dilapidated, staff quarters. Never in the history of this country, right from the 70s that I have seen, that staff quarters in the rural areas or anywhere were in such dilapidated conditions. Because what the previous government did, they said, because this was an election gimmick, political gimmick that they were playing with the lives of children, saying to the parents, no, you don't have to pay anything. You don't have to come to school. We're going to provide the bus fare, we're going to provide the school fees. But they were not giving enough money to the school managements to maintain the quarters, to maintain the infrastructure. Yes, the parents were happy that they didn't have to contribute anything, but the government was not giving them enough money, and this is why no new schools were built, no new classrooms were built. They stopped fundraising. So they completely, and I tell you, Vijay, people tell me that I keep talking about the previous government. But if we don't talk about the damage that they did in some of the areas, some of them are irreversible. It will take years to catch up. And this is the enormity of the problem that we've inherited in sectors like health, in education, in infrastructure. This is the reality. We cannot, dream to live in Switzerland and not pay the taxes that people in Switzerland pay, and not take the responsibility. This is what the previous government did. They were telling the people that you should live like people do in Singapore or Switzerland, but they didn't have the resources to do those things. Now we are not providing those utopian dreams to the people. We are saying this is what is there. This is what we need to do. And so part of our strategy would be to ensure that we bring the parents, the school managements, the committees together. And there will be some very positive announcements that we will make in supporting government's agenda to bring back that partnership, so that we collectively work to ensure that school infrastructure, classrooms, staff quarters, and the teachers, parents, school managements are able to work together.
We'll talk